Aloha and welcome to Home Sweet Home Hawaii. My name's Chris Shomo, real estate agent here in Hawaii, and today we're going to be giving you a map tour of Kapolei, otherwise known as the second city on Oahu. Hi, my name is Chris. Welcome to our YouTube channel, Home Sweet Home Hawaii. You know, the team and I, we get calls and emails all the time from people just like you who are thinking about making their move to beautiful Hawaii, and we absolutely love it. So whether your move is in 9 days or 90 days, feel free to give us a call or shoot us a text or send us an email. Our contact info is below. Here at Home Sweet Home Hawaii, we're here to make your move as smooth and stress-free as possible. Aloha. So Kapolei is called the second city of Oahu, with the primary city being, of course, Honolulu, which is our capital. A lot of people choose Kapolei over living in Honolulu, and many military families PCSing here from the mainland or another country prefer it for a variety of reasons. People love it because it's nicely spread out, it's clean, it's got a lot of newer development all around. It has the convenience of all the shopping with the big box stores and good dining and great activities, especially for the kiddos if you have a family. So today, we're gonna give you a map tour so you can have a layout of the land and get a picture if this is an area you'd like to live. And we'll get to it all right now. Okay, so here we are now in Zoom. I'll share my laptop screen with you in just a second, and we'll jump on Google Maps and I'll give you a layout of the land. I'd like to show you how far Kapolei is first from the distance of the airport, and then the distance to downtown Honolulu. And if you're in the military, for example, I want to give you an idea of your distance to Joint Base Pearl Harbor Hickam by Pearl Harbor, and also going up north to Wahiawa, the Army to Schofield Barracks and Wheeler. Okay, so I'll share my screen now. And here we have Kapolei, which is the 96707 zip code. You can see it covers a really wide area, wide terrain. And it's part of the west side of Oahu, right? And to the right, you have Ewa Beach, and to the left, you have Kapolei. And Kapolei includes northern Kapolei, which is Makakilo. And due west of Kapolei, you've got the Ko'olina Resort area. Okay, then I'll scroll out here. So a large overview, looking at the 1,000-foot view of Oahu here. Kapolei is, of course, on the west side, which we call the leeward side of the island. So here you have Kapolei, and here you have the airport. Here you have the Honolulu Airport, and here's downtown Honolulu. And Pearl Harbor, Joint Base Pearl Harbor Hickam is right here. And you have the Schofield Barracks and Wheeler right here in this region. So the distance from Kapolei to the airport is basically 16.5 miles. So it's really only a 20-minute commute. It's a 20-minute drive to the airport if you're not in rush hour. But you know, of course, Oahu's notorious for rush hour traffic, right? So give yourself at the very least 30 minutes to 1 hour to get to the airport. But with a lot of traffic, you know, maybe it could take as long as an hour and 20 minutes. So just keep that in mind depending on what time you go. So Kapolei to downtown is not even a half-hour drive, but if you plug in departing at, say, 6 o'clock in the morning, let's just say in the middle of the work week, all of a sudden your commute went from 35 minutes to an hour and 20 minutes. Okay, so that's obviously very significant. And what people fail to mention is when you're driving westbound to the eastbound, you're driving into the sunrise. Okay, so you're like, when you're driving into downtown with the traffic, you're driving as the sun rises. When you're driving in rush hour around 5:30 to 6:30 p.m., you're driving from downtown eastbound, you're driving westbound, so you're driving as the sun sets. So the sun's going to be in your eyes. It's typically 35 minutes to an hour in rush hour traffic. And, you know, gosh forbid a car's broken down, you can add another 20 minutes to downtown. So if you're military and you're working on Joint Base Pearl Harbor Hickam, it's the same scenario. But no, I'm putting in the rush hour during rush hour time. You know, if you're lucky, it's a 30-minute commute, but, you know, always prepare for an hour-long commute into work. But, you know, on average, it's like 40-45 minutes. And same goes for Schofield Barracks, typically a 30-minute drive, but even in the rush hour is really here on the H1, but you could be an hour commute. Okay, so back to Kapolei. We'll zoom in here. So the main freeway is the H1. You can see how close it is to Ewa Beach here. And it's off the main highway, which is H1 here. And as I zoom in, the main streets are Kapolei Parkway, also Kualakai Parkway, but Kualakai Parkway splits Ewa Beach, and Kapolei. As it meets with the Kapolei Parkway, that's where Makana Mall is. We'll get more into that later. But your main streets are Kapolei Parkway, just east and west, takes you through from Ewa Beach through Kapolei, and also Farrington Highway, which is kind of north-south, but as you drive, it feels like east-west. And then Fort Barrett is the main drive here, which turns into Makakilo Drive. And so Makakilo is Upper Kapolei. It's still a part of the same part of the city of Kapolei, although it's Makakilo. And Makakilo is the northern part of Kapolei, and it's the ridges of Kapolei. And you've got older Makakilo on the lower level with homes that were built in like the 50s or so. And then Upper Makakilo, which is the newer home developments, planned urban development communities. And up in the ridges here, just have stunning homes, $1 million homes with, of course, $1 million views, coastal views and sunsets. If you'd like more information on all there is to know about Kapolei, the pros and cons, be sure to check out our pros and cons video, and I'll have the link posted there for you to check it out. And in the pros and cons link, we go over different neighborhoods, home prices, what you can expect to pay, and everything really there is to know about Kapolei. So Kapolei is also home to Ko'olina Resort, and we have a great video on everything there's to know about Ko'olina. But if you're not familiar with it, it's basically one of the nicest luxury resort areas in the world, and they have residential housing as well as 3 incredible hotels. You have the Aulani, which is a Disney resort area. You've got the Four Seasons Hotel and the Marriott's Ko'olina Beach Club. All of these are on the lagoons on a mile walking trail. They're all man-made and they're absolutely stunning. And again, I encourage you to check out our everything there is to know about Ko'olina, where we go over the pros and cons, as well as all the residential areas from the Kailani townhomes to the Ko'olina Kai single-family homes and townhomes to the affordable townhomes at Ko'olina Fairways and Ko'olina Hillside Villas, as well as the stunning beach villas at Lagoon 2, which are 2 towers that are actually residential living areas, which are actually 2 towers for residential living, but it's a condo hotels. They actually have hotel desks set up for those that wish to rent out their condos as hotels, as legal vacation units. Okay, so as you can see, Kapolei is really spread out. So what I wanted to point out to you though is just a lot of the convenience factors of living in Kapolei. So Kapolei offers a lot of big box stores, and what I mean by that is this is where you're going to find your Home Depot on the west side. This is also where you're going to find your Walmart, and pretty much anything in between. So you've got Costco, you've got Home Depot, and you have Walmart, and you have several shopping centers. And usually the go-to shopping centers in this area are Safeway, a really nice Safeway, and they also have a super nice Foodland in Kapolei. And this Foodland happens to specialize in organic foods here. Now, we don't have a Whole Foods, but what we do have is found in Kapolei Commons, which is another shopping area here with a Target. But what we do have it instead of Whole Foods, although there's a Whole Foods in Kailua, and there's a Whole Foods in town in Kalakaua. What we do have is Down to Earth. That's our version of Whole Foods for vegan and organic food, organic and vegan fare. There are also a couple of hotels here, the Embassy Suites by Hilton and the Marriott in Ko'olina around the corner from Kamakana Ali'i Mall. So for family adventure, it's pretty awesome. There's a Wet and Wild in Kapolei. This is a family-friendly park that features like tons of awesome slides and a lazy river and a wave pool and a whole bunch of fun. They also have a Chiefs Luau. Another cool adventure in Kapolei is the Coral Crater Adventure Park. And what this is known for are like outdoor activities like obstacle courses and zip lining and guided ATV tours. So it's a total blast. And you see the beaches along here. Although these are considered beaches in Ewa Beach, it's super close from Kapolei. And of course, if you want quiet beach time, your best bet is right here at Ko'olina and choosing one of the 4 lagoons, which are just absolutely stunning. And as I mentioned before, definitely check out our video on Ko'olina, where I show you the pros and cons of Ko'olina and how much home prices go for in that area, and all the cool perks of Ko'olina. Okay, and let's see what else to tell you. Okay, that's right. So when you're so the Walmart, there's a cool little shopping center just east of Walmart where you'll find a couple great spots for food. Dickie's Barbecue Pit is just has amazing barbecue. Super Thai, of course, has Thai cuisine. If you want a great pho, you've got H&H Vietnamese, and another favorite is Jersey Mike subs. Okay, and that's a national chain, but man, these subs are incredible. So Kamakana, now going right at the entrance of Kapolei is Kamakana Ali'i Mall, and it's a relatively new outdoor mall, and it's got all the favorites. Like you have Foodland Farms, which is the which offers organic food, like I mentioned. You've got the Cheesecake Factory, Koa Pancake House, a great Mexican restaurant, Akira, El Ranchero, Moana Island Bistro and Bar, Olive Garden, and for the kiddos, they have Kids City, which is a really popular spot. As we go westbound down Kapolei Parkway, you'll pass the courthouse on the left. You'll pass the Ronald T.Y. Moon, the new Kaiser West Oahu Clinic on the right. Got Costco here. You'll pass Home Depot on the right, and then there's Kapolei Commons, where you have Down to Earth, like I mentioned, like one of the best movie theaters, Regal Kapolei Commons, and DB Grill. This is a nice local famous spot. And Yukaku Japanese barbecue, and all the conveniences of like big name stores again, like TJ Maxx, Office Max, and Ross Dress for Less, all here in Kapolei Commons. So if you're into golf, of course, Ewa Beach has 6 golf courses. Got the Kapolei Golf Club here, which is an absolutely great spot to hit the links. And you've got the fairways. You've got Huakalei Country Club, which is technically Ewa Beach, but it's a stone's throw from Kapolei. And of course, you've got the Kolina Golf Club. Now, cool thing about the Kolina Golf Club, it's a championship golf course at Kolina, and it's often home to the LPGA. And it was designed by architect Ted Robinson. And the fun fact about this is the LPGA star Michelle Wie, who grew up in Honolulu, actually developed her championship caliber game here. It's a truly stunning golf course. Okay, so that pretty much sums up the little overview. If you have any questions about Kapolei or real estate in general, of course, jot down a comment or question. We do check the comment section. Feel free to reach out to us. You can give me a call or shoot me a text or send me an email, and we can connect. And be sure to check out our video links below. That goes into Kapolei in more detail, Kapolei and Kolina in more detail. And if you found this video at all helpful, feel free to like, thumbs up, subscribe, and tap the notification bell. That way you can be first to learn as soon as we roll out a new video, not just on the west side of Oahu, but all of Oahu, as well as all the Hawaiian Islands. Until next time, thanks for watching. Aloha.